Hello everyone, it is Ken Chrysler here and welcome to FLH. We're finally here. WrestleMania. This will be a two-parter and we are kicking things off with the 8-man battle royal. It's like an Andre the Giant over the top rope type of deal. None of these guys got title matches, so it was basically, this is all we had for it. So this is going to be the kickoff match to WrestleMania. That's right. So a lot of big things are going to be happening, and we have a lot to talk about, especially after that shocking final episode. And I'm not talking about the fact of what happened between the Bluneck and me. I'm talking about the fact what happened to our GM and how he's out of the picture at WrestleMania, which is definitely the biggest shocker of all. And he's currently, in a coma right now. So we don't know when he's ever going to wake up. And it was a shocking event. We didn't see it coming. And now we have a lunatic who is making his way to whatever's going on with Peyton Bruce in that time machine. And, mentally just let his guard down. And that's what happened. And I'm just at a loss for words. Hopefully he pulls through. He's extremely tough, and I think he's going to pull through. I really do. But right now it's just doesn't look good. But just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. But we're going to have 4 great matches tonight. I'm going to be in action tonight. I am going to take the U.S. title from the Beige Cowboy. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the United States of America. That's what I'm going to do. And, but as for these 8, one of them's going to get the win of a lifetime. I mean, it's a win at WrestleMania, so it's a big deal. And we got Kong versus ZQ. Also tonight, we're going to see Ester and Billie Anderson. And our main event is going to be Bluneck versus Kinziel, Hell in a Cell. So that's going to be a great one, for sure. A lot of great ones here tonight. And then night 2, we will have the rest of the matches. Of course, we will end with Newson and Mobster, but after that, it'll be the crazy main event promo, which will determine the future for 24. So, a lot is going on here. A lot to cover, too. Ted Ledd's already been eliminated. So, yeah. And by the way, Ted, I'm getting a shot at the U.S. title tonight. You're not. That's right. He lost his chances. Maybe he can try it next year. But as long as we're here, he's not allowed to do it until 24. He's not allowed to. But as soon as 24 happens, the first thing he's going to do is go after that United States title. So, we have a lot going on. But tonight we're going to focus on some of the title matches, some of the biggest matches of the year. And then part 2 will be more storyline. And I don't know if we may drop part 2 after the other 2 brands. So, I don't know how we're going to do it just yet. Because part 2 is going to probably take longer. And yeah, someone has got to stop that custodian. Because he is a part of JEFF Productions. He is, the reason why he has the burns is because when Peyton Bruce burned the production site, he was in there. And somehow he got out of it. And then he went to a psych ward over something else that had nothing to do with that. But just a cold reveal, and by the time mentally found out, it was too late. And mentally out of the picture is bad because he's basically one of the main stars. And the doctor says that they think he's going to pull through, but right now he's unconscious. So That is not good. So our assistant GM is going to have to do something. I don't know what's going to happen. And I am not looking forward to whatever's going to happen, because no matter what happens, there's going to be a bad outcome from it. Well, so far only one elimination. Ted Led got eliminated earlier, and we are down to 7 here. Uh-oh. Oh, man, Bobby eliminated. And he was probably the most likely to win because he has the weight on his side from that beer belly. Mr. Black just eliminated ZQ, so ZQ's been eliminated. And we are now down to 6. 6 remain. And Reko, wow, so Reko's already out too. Figured my prediction was Reko and Bobby in the final 2. But, wow, we got these 4 remaining. Kong Chang, if he could get a win tonight, he really needs a win. Billy could use a win. Daniel could use a win. Mr. Black's pretty good. But Daniel, of course, the D stands for dummy. And he has been eliminated. So we are now down to 3. Look at Kong Chang. Oh, what a roll-up, but the roll-up's not going to matter. So one of these 3 will win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. And look at Billy Stone. Of course, Billy Stone, I talked to him, and he's concerned that he's hoping 24 brings back the shovel. He said that could be a deal breaker if they don't bring the shovel back. So he's very concerned with that because he has a deal with us and Shovel Stone. And, of course, he wants to keep that business going. And in return, I guess he graces us with his presence, which I don't think's a really great deal. But I guess he put some money into our company as well. And look at Billy. Oh, man, Billy kicking Kong in the head. And Mr. Black can do all he wants. I mean, he can weaken the opponent, but he's got to throw the opponent over the top rope. We are down to 3. It's going to be one of these 3, and then I'm going to be in action shortly after. So I'm going to have to get ready before, as this one's ending. And it's going to be me and the Beige Cowboy in a steel cage, so there is no escape from me. That's right. There's no way he's going to escape this time. I don't know who your commentator is going to be. And look at Billy Stone with the scissors kick. Yeah, tonight I gotta save the United States from the greatest enemy ever, the Beige Cowboy, who is the biggest embarrassment of all time. And I'm gonna teach him a lesson. Oh man, Kong Chang with a nice high-flying move there. Mr. Black dragging Kong to the ropes. And there goes Kong. So we are down to 2. Can Billy Stone pull off the upset? And look at Billy Stone. He caught Mr. Black in a taunt. And if he could pull this one off, this would be a game changer for sure for him. It would definitely promote his shovel business. Oh, no way. And Billy Stone wins the Battle Royal. That is amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready. He is super excited. I'm going to go ahead and walk down to the ring, but Billy's flipped. Oh, my goodness. He just cannot believe he won. I can't believe he won either. My name is Bobby Joe Warner, and we are going to have a steel cage match between Ken and Beige Cowboy, the United States champion. And I just want to say that, you know, I was eliminated. I'll admit I was eliminated. I should have won the thing, but I had a couple cold ones. And that's why I lost the match, because I had a couple cold ones before the match, and my trainer advised me not to do that, but, you know, I just can't go without my beer. So that's why I lost. That's the only reason I lost. I was a little bit intoxicated, okay? So that's what happened. But anyway, this is for the United States Championship, and I can go ahead and tell you that these two men do not represent America. I represent America. These two men do not. We got one who is a city boy, and he's nothing but a loudmouth, and he's just full of it. And then the other person thinks he's a cowboy, and he doesn't even speak. We've never heard him talk. And these two don't like each other. They go back a little ways, got a little bit of a beef, and I don't think they're ever going to bury the hatchet. The only hatchet that's going to get buried is in one of them before this is all over with. But Ken doesn't like the cowboy, and obviously I don't like the cowboy either, because I'm the real cowboy. I'm the one with all the jobs. I'm the one with all the trucks. He rides a horse. That's what he rides to work. He parks his horse in the parking lot. He's old school. I have a horse on my farm. I don't bring my horse to work. But anyway, it's steel cage. It's no escape. It's got to be 2 out of 3 falls. The reason why we don't have the escape options is obviously because it would be too short. We want to give Ken a chance here. He thinks he's going to win tonight. And as you can see, the referee, she's a fine-looking lady. And she keeps on looking up here. And the Beige Cowboy flipping Ken off. Yeah, she keeps looking at me because she knows I got all them jobs and all those fancy trucks. She likes me. She's not even focusing on the match. She's looking in my direction. And Ken and the Beige Cowboy still battling out in this steel cage. Look at Ken there throwing a strike. Yeah, you keep on looking at me, honey. Yeah. See, she's a country girl. She's a country girl. All these other women superstars on here, they ain't country. So I have nothing to do with any girl that ain't country. She has to be country. She has to love country music and love my work ethic. And look at the Beige Cowboy here going after Ken. And Ken using some elbows for a counter. You can tell Ken doesn't like him. You can see the tensions in the punches. You know, Ken has a beef with this man, and he is a jerk. You know, he parks his horse in the handicap spot, and he doesn't have a handicap sign. He should be fined for it. He thinks he lives in the cowboy days. He thinks he's been watching too much Gunsmoke or Bonanza. And see, I used to watch Rifleman. I watched Rifleman and I watched Gunsmoke. Now, Bonanza, those boys are sissies. Those boys are sissies. I'm a lot tougher than Michael Landon is as a cowboy, as Charles Angles. Really? And look at the Beige Cowboy here going for a pin and couldn't even get a 2. Ken's not going to give up that easy. But I'm telling you, Ken, I think you bit off a little more than you can chew. And speaking of chew, I got one right here. A big chew that I'm going to stick on your desk. And look at Ken here. Gonna go for a high flying move. Ooh, a nice drop kick. Good drop kick by Ken, and hopefully I'm keeping the GM in my prayers. I really respect the GM. I do. I don't respect a lot of people. He's definitely not a country boy, but I do respect him. And look at the Beige Cowboy here. Oh my goodness, he just bit Ken's ear. No, the only ear I bite is an ear of corn. And Beige Cowboy gets a point. And look, oh man, a stunner. This could be the end of Chrysler. And somehow, Ken survives the stunner. And Beige Cowboy just destroying Ken here. And all he needs is one more point. And he can retain that U.S. title. And uh-oh, Ken. He's got a finisher plan. Look here. Stunner right back at the Cowboy. Can he get a point? And he can't. It was close. He almost had a point there. He needs 2 points, but he needs one really bad right now, and he just made the Cowboy bleed, which I'm sure he's happy about. The Beige Cowboy just kicked Ken really hard, but Ken's not giving up. He's fighting. That's all he can do at this point. Look here. Oh, my goodness. Drops Ken on his face. And the Beige Cowboy continues to attack. Attacking the legs. Oh my goodness. The Beige Cowboy using that move. Ken landed right on his back. And he's still not giving up. And look here, a power bomb. My goodness. And look here. Could this be it? That was a good high-flying move and a pin combo, and it is done. And Mr. Chrysler has lost, and he will not be saving the United States from the Beige Cowboy. Unbelievable. And I know he's going to be mad. Oh, he is going to be very upset, so you all better be prepared. And now we are going to the women's match. The women's title is going to be on the line, and it's going to be a very good one. And here comes Chrysler here. Don't even talk to me, Bobby. Don't even talk to me. Okay? I am not in the mood for you. That female referee was looking in your direction and not even focused on the match. I've had no complaints out of her until now. I should have had that one count. For sure. I should have had it. And I made him bleed. I made the Cowboy bleed at least. But he got lucky. He got the best of me, and it's because I haven't trained enough. That's the only reason I lost. And I will vow that I will somehow get someone to take his U.S. title from him. By the way, Ester right now is the women's tag champion. So that's interesting. If she wins tonight, she'll be a double champ. Of course, the women's tag team's not really on the line. But Ester's trying to keep in good spirits right now because her cousin, he's unresponsive, but the doctors say they think he's going to pull through. And here comes Billie Anderson, and I'll get back to that match, which I'm still sweating, and Bobby's leaving. And of course, he left snuff on my desk. He's leaving. Thank goodness he's leaving. You know, the female referee wasn't even looking at the match. Okay, unless there's an eyeball in her eardrum, she wasn't even paying attention. She was looking at, you know, the man that has all the pickup trucks. But anyway, let's get to the women's championship. Tough loss for me tonight, but I gave it my all. I made him bleed. I made him bleed. And I am going to make a vow right here at WrestleMania that I will not rest until that man loses the United States title. I'm going to get anyone, if I have to pay people to take that title from him, I will. But anyway, Ester and Billie, women's title. And Billie's been on a roll. She has been on a roll lately. Her and Ester are friends, so this is going to be a little bit of a friendly rivalry. But Billie's been on a roll lately. Nobody's been able to stop her. And she's beaten some of the best, and she just started. She's one of our youngest talents. And, yeah, she just started. And look at Ester dropping the elbows. Ester's trying to stay in good spirits. You know, she has a lot of pressure on her tonight, a lot of stuff going on in her head. So she's already not in a good mood, but, you know, she tries to, you know, be happy on the outside. She's one of those people that, you know, may not be happy on the inside, but she's happy on the outside all the time, trying to cheer people up. And of course, comes out in that, you know, that nose and glasses thing that she has, that gimmick. But anyway, and Billie missed the drop on Ester, and she's going to pay for it. Hopefully we get a great battle between these two. Tonight's main event will be Kinziel versus the Bluneck in a Hell in a Cell. So that's going to be incredible. Billie took advantage with the stick now. And this is going to be a great match. Both of these women are small for the women's division. They're very short compared to some of the other women we have, but they can really move faster than the other women. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, man, Billie misses. Billie misses the high-flying move there. Now Ester's got the kendo. And she already broken kendo stick. We're just getting started here. And Billie's trying, yeah. So much for that. And yeah, Bobby brought up a big point. You know, Bobby brought up a humongous point tonight about the Beige Cowboy. He does park his horse in the handicap spot. He does. He is an absolute tool. He rides his horse to work and parks it in the handicap spot. He has no respect. You know, the old twig, he needs that spot because he's an older. He can barely get around. Somehow he still wants to wrestle, but yeah. I want to know what doctor cleared it. That's what I want to know. And Ester going after Billie here. Must be Dr. Quack. That's who clears the old twig. And Ester now, she's not in a good mood. She's just pretending at the entrance she was. And look at Ester teasing Billie. And what a power bomb. And of course, all the champions that you see throughout this WrestleMania course, whoever retains in whatever, they're going to return in 24. So unfortunately, it looks like the Beige Cowboy is going to be back next year. And whoever wins this is definitely going to be back. So all the champions are going to be back, for sure. Whoever wins the championships. And of course, there's always our regulars that will be back also. And Ester went right into that pole. And these two women are giving it their all. I mean, they are fierce competitors. Ester, a former women's champion and a current women's tag champion. And Billie is new, but she's been very impressive. I mean, she's beat some of the best women you could beat. And Ester Jack just, oh my goodness, gave her the boot. And this has been a crazy match. Kendo sticks broken, chairs, everything's out just about. And look here. I bet you that woman referee went with Bobby, because she was supposed to be a part of this match, and instead we got the one that likes to drink a lot. And Ester going to the top. Oh, this is crazy. And somehow, wow, Billie moved out of the way, but she was actually going to connect that move, which is insane that she could reach that far. That's that's 3/4 of the ring, corner to corner. She would have actually landed that, but Billie moved out of the way just in time. And look here, Ester doing the dizzy spin, which I can't stand that move. I mean, it's a wonder it doesn't make her sick. It makes her dizzy. I mean, Ester with the chair strikes to the leg of Billie. And look at Billie here. Oh, what a DDT. And a pin combo with it. Can she get a point? And she does. Wow. So Billie already gets a point on Ester. And this has been a crazy match. Yeah, my head is still raining from the stunners. Of course, I received some stunners from Mobster X on the last episode. And then I received stunners from the Beige Cowboy. So, my head's still raining. And Billie attacking with the chair. And uh-oh. Oh, Billie's going to go crazy here. Look at this. And misses, though. Ester gets out of the way just in time. And that's the second time we've seen a high-flying move get sabotaged by a counter. Billie's got a chair. Uh-oh. Ester going to make herself dizzy again. She doesn't care. My goodness. And the next episode is going to depend a lot for this brand going into 24. I mean, especially if our custodian gets his way, it could be really bad. And with mentally out of the picture, which is just unheard of, things could get extremely bad here. I mean, mentally took so many shots to the head. And just, it makes me sick. And nobody was there to defend him, really. But at least G knows what's going on. He knows there's a third party here that's going to try to do something really bad. And look, Ester continues. I mean, she is going to puke if she continues this. But she doesn't care. She just fell right into that pin, and that's a point for her, so that move actually works. And look at Ester here. Oh, man, what a combo. Can she double dip? And a kick out there by Billie. Almost had the women's title there. And here comes Ester. Oh, man, elbow right to the back of Billie. Ester uses that chair. Will that do the trick? And it does. Wow, what an ending. Kind of a weird ending, but Ester is now double champion, and she just won tonight for her cousin. Despite all the stuff going on in her head, she still pulls off the victory. Wow, just incredible. And it is now time for our main event. And it is going to be a good one. However, I'm not happy with this person over the actions he took against me, let me just say. But yeah, the Bluneck. And we'll see if he's wearing his MW shirt. I wonder if he's still loyal. Well, I guess he's still loyal to the cause. Especially with all the stuff that happened with mentally. But I'm not happy with this man right here because he assaulted me. Because I got on to him because he hesitated. And he hasn't been the same since. He just has not been the same. And tonight he's going to face off with a man who is vile, who is mean, who is extreme. And last time he defeated Kinziel. But Kinziel's back. And Kinziel even defeated Newsom. And he's going to be locked in a cell with Kinziel. So, who knows what's going to happen here. But whatever happens, I just want you all to know that it is going to get extreme here for our main event. And the fact that they have a cell, yeah, that's not a good sign for the body. Bluneck is ready. And Kinziel wants to destroy Bluneck after, I mean, this goes all the way back to 17, a long time ago, where Bluneck defeated Kinziel and sent him home for a while. But now Kinziel is back. And most likely, we're going to see, no matter what the outcome is, unless one of these guys dies, which I doubt if they'll die, but it's not going to end good for sure. But whatever the outcome is, we'll probably see Kinziel and Bobby and Old Twig back for 24. Since they just returned at the Rumble, usually we put them back into the next year, automatically. Because why would you return? To just leave again. So, Bluneck already causing some damage. And I've said, a lot of people have noticed Bluneck hasn't been the same ever since he's, kind of turned into a good guy. I thought he did poorly in the match that we had. He cost us the match. And I criticized him over it, and what did he do? He assaulted me. Because that's what professionals do, right? They just cannot take any ridicule, some of these superstars. If you criticize them over anything, I watch these matches, and I know the study of fighting. I know how to fight because I've watched this for so long. I'm not just someone that criticizes the superstars when they do something wrong. I know, I've been in that ring. I know things. And he did a poor job. He hesitated because it was his dad. And nobody wants to admit it, but I will. That's the only reason he hesitated. Because he still has his dad in the back of his mind, and he needs to realize that his dad is evil. His dad is a monster. He has taken things personal with me. He has taken things personal with Newsom and all kinds of other people as well. Not just us. He has a laundry list of things that he has done wrong. And there needs to be no hesitation when you're going up against Mobster X. And look here. Oh man, the cell's cracking already. And look at this. A body slam and Kinziel goes through the cell. My goodness, what a move by the Bluneck. Body slamming Kinziel through the cell already. But it wasn't enough. Oh my goodness. The fact that he could not get a 3 count out of that just shows you the durability of Kinziel. Kinziel's defeated Bobby. He defeated Newsom. And look here. Of course, these two have a rivalry, and Bluneck has defeated him before. But can he defeat him tonight? Is the question. My goodness. Look here. Bluneck, oh man, gets slammed right on the chair. Right on the chair. And Kinziel going back to the chair as a brutal weapon to go after the Bluneck with. He'll do anything. He wants to hurt him. And look at the Bluneck here. Will this be enough? Well, he doesn't go for the pin. I don't think it would have worked. Anyway, if that cell didn't work, that definitely is not going to work. And Bluneck is going to go for more weapons here. Anything to defeat Kinziel here. Kinziel going for the pin, not even a 2. Way too early. He needs to do definitely more damage. And honestly, I don't know who to root for. I have problems with both of them. I guess I have to root for the MW though, even though Bluneck did assault me. And I should have went to my lawyers. Kinziel using the bat to the back, and now he's going to try a pin. Not even a 2 again. He's going to have to do a lot more damage. And this may do it. A Samoan spike. My goodness. Bluneck just got hit right in the neck. And that still doesn't do it. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That just shows you the toughness of the Bluneck. And look here. Oh man, and Kinziel's lucky his head didn't land on the bat. That would have been even worse. And Bluneck continues to just grab weapons. Anything he can to defeat this warrior. Oh my goodness, and that elbow to the head just busted the Bluneck open. And he is just throwing him around like he's a cruiserweight. It's crazy. Are they going to get on top of the cell again? I don't know where they're going with this. Kinziel trying to throw Bluneck, but he tripped. Trying to throw him into the other side of the cell. Oh, man. And Kinziel will use his head a lot. You know, he doesn't even care. He will use his head as a weapon. He does not care. This guy is a warrior. He's been to war, actual war in the Middle East. Another European uppercut. And Bluneck throwing one right back at him. Oh my goodness, they're going back. They're going over the steps back and forth. How about another? Well, that time they didn't. So they broke the chain. Bluneck connected there. Can he get a point? He can't even get a 2. And uh-oh. We knew this was coming. Eventually it was going to happen. Look at this. I love this move. Just so many back to the knee, back to the knee. 3 times. And Bluneck needs to do something really effective here. And instead he gets caught up in that. And Kinziel going for the pin. And he's got a point. Wow. So all Kinziel needs is one more point to win this thing. And what a counter there by the Bluneck. Kinziel with a choke slam. Bluneck landed right on that bat. My goodness. And look here. They are landing on these weapons, which makes matters even worse because they're not landing on the mat. look here. Kinziel, another Samoan spike. Could this be it? And it is done. And a flawless victory there for Kinziel, even though he did take a lot of punishment. He wins this thing. And he defeats the Bluneck. And it is, Bluneck has a win. He has a win now. And I'm not surprised. Because Kinziel has been on a roll. And what a match that was. What a brutal match that was. And now it is time for our main event promo, and I just want to show you what's going on here. Look at what the time machine is causing. Look at the effect that it's having on the crowd. The crowd needs to get out of there. And we're starting to see this machine heat up, and we don't know what's going to take place here. You can just see that everyone's moving left and right, and look up at the ceiling. We saw this earlier. So this is not looking good. Peyton Bruce, you have now seen the footage of episode 23. And I know I'm in trouble for contacting the GM, but it's a good thing I did. Because now we have another problem. We have confirmed your mother's mysterious death, and it turns out she did not self-delete. It turns out she always loved you and always thought you were worthy. It's the monster that took her from you. And the monster's coming here. I say that we delay this time machine. Just slightly. Just enough to get him out of the picture. Because Moses Mopper is on his way. And if he's successful by some chance, and I'm not saying that you're weaker than he is, but if somehow he gets through the asylum, and then he gets through us, he can go back in time, he can bring his friends back, and many can have the same fate as your mother did. So we have to stop him first. And usually, I'm not all for violence, because I am a licensed therapist. But in this case, you have my full permission to take down this monster that took everything from you. He has to be stopped. He is beyond repair. You are a broken man. He is a monster.
For once in my whole existence, I agree with you, therapist. The animal must die first before I go back in time and save my mother. Matter of fact, I'll get to kill him twice, which will make things even more sweeter. So I'll take care of him first, but I'm still going back in time. We're not changing anything there. The GM is out of the picture, and the only one that can try to stop us is Mopper. And Mopper's gonna die a slow, painful death for what he did to my mother.
And here comes Moses Mopper. And of course, G's got Peyton on board for a brief minute. That's if the asylum can't take care of Mopper first. And Mopper just went through Bobo like he was nothing. This man is extremely dangerous. You cannot underestimate him. Look here. And he is trying to get to that time machine, and G has convinced Peyton to hold his ground until this man is out of the picture. That'll give him a little bit more time to work on the machine, which you saw what it was doing. It's an extremely dangerous device that could cause a lot of destruction. And Mopper attacking Wildhawk. And look at Mopper. Just throwing him around. This is going to buy Peyton Bruce some time to prepare. I don't even think he was ready for the news he got tonight. Of course, G wasn't supposed to be contacting anyone. And Wildhawk is down, and now Swag's going after Mopper. Someone is going to have to bring Mopper down. Because if he gets a hold of the time machine, we're in really big trouble. And the GM is in bad condition. So, I mean, oh, this is not going to go good either way. And Vicious is trying to fight him off. Trying to stop this crazy custodian. This man is very deadly. We saw what he could do last week. And he is not only deadly, but he is a backstabber, a manipulator. A lot of words describe this man. He is heinous. And if he is just, you know, if he's just the side dish of JEFF Productions, imagine what the meat and potatoes are. Because you know he's not the one in charge of that group. But if he's that evil, I can't even imagine the others. Because I know he's low on the totem pole. He's not the main guy here. But Vicious is trying to fight him off. Vicious has the best chance of the 3 Asylum members to take this man down. And he's doing a good job trying to hold him off. But of course Peyton wants a piece of him. Since we found out last week that Moses Mopper is responsible for Peyton's mother's death, which is very serious. Oh my goodness, what a kick to the head. And Mopper's got swag down, and now he's going to the entrance.
You killed my mother, and now I'm gonna put you down like the animal that you are, Mopper.
You know what the best part of going back in time is? I get to kill your mother again, Peyton Bruce.
If it's my last dying breath, I will bring my mother back, and I will destroy you.
Well, only one of us is going back in time, and there's no one that wants to kiss your mother more than me.